Welcome to your weather update for October 27, 2025. As we move deeper into autumn, the weather is taking a dramatic turn, and it's time to prepare for a significant shift in the atmosphere. Big changes are sweeping across the country, and you'll want to pay close attention to what's coming next. The calm, mild days of early fall are quickly giving way to a much colder pattern. A massive surge of cold air is moving down from British Columbia, Canada, pushing out the lingering warmth that many have enjoyed. This cold air mass is powerful, stretching from the Pacific Northwest all the way to the East Coast, and it's set to impact millions of people. This isn't just a cool breeze, it's a true cold snap for much of the US. Winds are picking up, leaves are swirling through the air, and you can feel the bite of winter in every gust. Temperatures are dropping fast, especially in the eastern two-thirds of the country. In some areas, you'll notice the mercury falling by 20 degrees or more in just a day or two, making it feel like winter has arrived early. Jackets and sweaters are now essential as this cold air settles in for several days. If you haven't already, it's time to dig out your warmest layers, scarves, and gloves to stay comfortable during this chilly spell. The cold front is sweeping across the nation, bringing a sharp dip in temperatures. This front is not only dropping temperatures, but also bringing gusty winds and even the first frosts of the season to many communities. It's a classic fall pattern, cold, dense air from the north taking over, pushing out the last remnants of summer warmth. You'll see mist rising from lakes and rivers, and the wind will have that unmistakable northern chill. Expect below-average temperatures from now through November 2nd. Daytime highs will struggle to reach seasonal norms, and overnight lows could dip near or below freezing in many spots, especially in the Midwest and Northeast. The eastern half of the US will feel this chill the most. Cities like New York, Boston, and Chicago are bracing for a taste of winter, with residents bundling up and preparing for frosty mornings and brisk afternoons. Time to swap out your short sleeves for winter gear. If you haven't already made the seasonal switch in your closet, now's the perfect moment to pack away those summer tees and bring out the cozy sweaters and heavy coats. Get ready for a week that feels more like November, setting the stage for the holiday season. With the cold settling in, you might even be inspired to start decorating for the holidays a little early, or enjoy a warm drink as you watch the first signs of winter arrive. Halloween is almost here, and so is the cold. Trick-or-treaters in the eastern US will need to bundle up. That Canadian chill will be right overhead on October 31st. Expect temperatures 10 to 15 degrees below normal, especially along the East Coast. Costumes with hats and gloves are a smart move this year. The good news? Most places will stay dry. No rain to spoil the fun. But the cold will be the main story, making hot cider extra appealing after your candy run. Plan for a chilly but dry Halloween night. Stay warm and have a fantastic time collecting treats. After this cold stretch, a warm-up is on the way. Early November brings a return to milder weather for the central and eastern US. Most models agree. The warm-up starts around November 4th or 5 and could last a week. Temperatures will bounce back to average or above. Perfect for enjoying fall colors. This shift happens as the jet stream lifts north, letting warmer air move in. Fall is famous for these temperature swings. Cold one week, warm the next. Enjoy the break from the chill. But remember, autumn's weather roller coaster isn't over yet. Savor the warmth while it lasts. Another pattern change could be on the horizon. Stay tuned for more updates as November unfolds. Every day, our forecasts are built on the backbone of several sophisticated computer models, such as the GFS, EPS, and their ensemble versions. These models are essentially powerful simulations, running millions of calculations to predict how the atmosphere will behave in the coming days and weeks. By comparing their outputs, we can spot trends, identify potential changes, and prepare for what's ahead. At this moment, there's remarkable agreement among all the major models. A significant cold snap is on the way to close out October. This kind of consensus is rare and gives us high confidence that chilly air is indeed locked in for the end of the month. Looking ahead, the models are also hinting at a warm-up as we move into early November. However, there are some subtle differences in exactly when that warmer air will arrive, which is typical when forecasting more than a week out. For example, the GFS and its ensemble, the GEFS, are both suggesting that the warmth could return as soon as November 6th or 7th. Meanwhile, the EPS model is a bit more cautious, showing a slower transition to milder temperatures. These small timing differences are completely normal. The farther out we look, the more the models can diverge, especially when it comes to the exact day a pattern shift will happen. That's why we always keep a close eye on the latest updates. When we see multiple models lining up and telling a similar story, our confidence in the forecast grows. It's a sign that the atmosphere is sending a strong signal, and we can plan accordingly. But we don't just set the forecast and forget it. We monitor daily updates, watching for any shifts or surprises, so we can fine-tune the timing and details for your specific area. The models are painting a picture of a true temperature roller coaster. First a plunge into cold, then a rebound into warmth. This kind of back and forth is typical for this time of year, and it keeps us on our toes. All three major models, GFS, GEFS, and EPS, are pointing to a chilly Halloween, with cold air dominating on October 31st. But right after they all show a noticeable warm spell moving in, making for a dramatic shift as we head into November. This process is a true team effort. By combining the expertise of our meteorologists with the power of advanced computer models, we're able to deliver the most accurate and up-to-date forecast possible. So stay tuned as we continue to track the latest data. We'll keep you updated as the details become clearer, helping you plan for whatever the weather brings next. November looks like a month of two halves. The first week, from November 4 to 10, should be mild and pleasant, perfect for outdoor plans. It's a second chance at fall after the early cold snap, but by mid-November, models hint at another powerful surge of cold air. This could be the season's second major cold front, possibly even stronger than the first. After a week of warmth, brace for a return to winter-like temperatures. The GFS model shows a dramatic cold front around mid-month. November may split into a mild start and a cold finish, a classic fall to winter transition. Enjoy the warmth, but be ready for a quick shift to cold. Winter is getting closer, and the atmosphere is preparing for it. With another cold wave possible in mid-November, the big question is, could we see snow? The GFS model hints at a significant storm system during this period. This storm could bring snow to the Rockies, Great Plains, and maybe even some icing further south. Forecasting snow this far out is tricky. Details like storm track and timing matter. Right now, it's just a possibility, not a promise. The ingredients for a winter storm might come together between November 11 and 17. We'll be watching the models closely as the date approaches. For now, keep the potential for snow in mind as we move through November. Stay tuned for updates as the picture becomes clearer. Mid-November is the biggest wildcard in our forecast. Models suggest a second cold wave and possible winter storm, but it's still more than 2 weeks away. Long-range forecasts focus on general patterns, not specifics. The CFS model supports a significant cold wave from November 12 to 17, matching the GFS. But the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for November 8-21 shows above-average temperatures for most of the U.S. This disagreement highlights the uncertainty for mid-November. The cold shot could be brief or limited in scope. Our job is to weigh all the data and share what's most likely. Right now, a warm start to November, with a possible cold turn mid-month. We'll keep you updated as the forecast sharpens. Let's dive into the official long-range outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center, the agency that provides some of the most trusted seasonal forecasts in the country. These outlooks are created by analyzing a wide range of data, from ocean temperatures to atmospheric patterns, and are updated regularly to reflect the latest trends. So what do the experts see for the weeks ahead? Their 14-day forecast, covering November 3rd through 9th, lines up closely with what we've been seeing in our own analysis. Cold air is expected to linger over the East Coast, bringing a wintry feel to cities from Boston to Atlanta, while the West continues to bask in unseasonably warm temperatures. This split pattern is a classic sign of autumn's tug-of-war. Looking a bit further ahead, the week 3 to 4 outlook, which covers November 8th through 21st, suggests that above-average temperatures could dominate much of the country. This means that many regions might experience a milder stretch, with fewer cold snaps and more days that feel like an extended fall. However, not all models agree. Some weather models are hinting at the possibility of a significant cold wave developing during this period, which could bring a sudden and sharp drop in temperatures, especially for the northern states. This kind of model disagreement is common in transitional months like November. The monthly outlook for November, which takes a broader view, shows equal chances for both warmer and colder than average conditions across much of the country. In meteorological terms, this means that the atmosphere is primed for big swings. One week could feel like late summer, and the next could bring a taste of winter. For snow lovers, this is actually encouraging news. All it takes is one well-timed cold front, paired with the right moisture, to deliver the season's first snowfall. So, keep your eyes on the forecast if you're hoping for a winter wonderland. These long-range forecasts confirm that we're in a true transition period, where the weather can change quickly and unpredictably. The middle of the month in particular looks especially uncertain, with the potential for rapid swings between warm and cold. That's why we combine these official outlooks with daily weather models and local observations, giving us the best chance to anticipate what's coming next. It's a bit like putting together a giant, ever-changing puzzle. November is shaping up to be a classic autumn battle between lingering warmth and the first real pushes of cold air. Each week could bring a new twist, keeping both meteorologists and weather watchers on their toes. So, stay tuned as we continue to piece together the weather puzzle and keep you updated on what to expect as the season unfolds. So, what should you do? Get ready for a weather roller coaster. First up, a cold snap and a chilly Halloween. Jackets and gloves are a must. Then, a pleasant warm-up in early November. Enjoy the mild weather while it lasts, but don't get too comfortable. Another cold wave could hit mid-month, maybe even with snow. Now's the time to prep for winter. Check your heating, car tires, and snow gear. The weather will be active, with confirmed cold, expected warmth, and possible winter conditions ahead. Stay updated. Forecasts can change quickly, especially further out. We'll keep you informed every step of the way. Embrace the ups and downs of this season. Be prepared, stay flexible, and enjoy the ride. We'll ride this weather roller coaster together.